Dzień dobry wszystkim kochani. Strzelba się kłania, ten drugi dzień świąt. Zapraszam do kolejnego odcinka, nie drugiego, bo mówię, nie lecimy po kolei, tak jak rozmawialiśmy w poprzednim odcinku. Ja nie robię odcinków po kolei. No teraz akurat nie będzie to ciąg dalszy poprzedniej historii, no ale no nie wiem, czy będę w stanie robić wszystkie odcinki. No wrzucam po prostu odcinki z gry, tak jak ja gram, nie? Coś tam tutaj się pojawiło. Okej.
You ever think we'd end up here?
Do tego dojdziemy później. Co tutaj mamy zrobić teraz? Aha. Są nasi znajomi. To jest współpraca, czyli możemy pogadać z gościem. On z nami raczej nie chce gadać.
You ever think we'd end up here?
No, gościu ma konkretnego skina, widać, że w tę grę gra kurwa już bardzo długo. Jest nieźle wyposażony. My niestety nie gramy w tę grę tak długo, ale sobie sprawdzamy, co tutaj jest. Idziemy do osoby bodajże decydującej w tej grze. Podejdziemy do niej.
You heard from Samuel?
Not since last week. I'm sure everything's fine.
Hello there. Greetings, stranger. Greetings.
Co tutaj mamy? Jeszcze czy reflekcji.
Lucky you found this place.
Rowan Brown knew about this place for a while. We figured sacred ground always makes good sanctuary.
That's pretty damp, though.
It's still a work in progress, all right? We've managed to stay under the radar so far. With all of you, our people, a bunch of Skeltech employees. I don't think you've got room to complain.
Hey, I'm not complaining. This place is great. You don't look like Skeltech employees.
No. I used to be a Marine at the naval station here. Some of the folks you see, like Maria, my old lady, they lived on the station with their families. When the Navy shut the place down in the 90s, a few of us stayed and homesteaded. We worked a long time to make a place for ourselves on Aroa.
And now, you're in Sentinel's way.
Most of my people are holing up here for now. I ain't been home in a dog's age, but I'll stand by any man or woman in green. You soldiers can stay as long as you don't cause trouble. And you lend a hand.
We appreciate it.
Jak widzicie, porozmawialiśmy sobie z chłopem. Wyjaśnił nam parę ciekawych rzeczy.
I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
Okej. Jeszcze bym się wrócił do tej babki i z nią porozmawiał.
Don't be afraid. Couldn't help it over here. There's some kind of problem?
We're not sure. Our friend, Samuel's missing.
You a homesteader?
It used to be, before he decided he'd rather live by himself. No great loss, if you ask me.
He likes catching his own food. Says it keeps him closer to nature or something like that. And then he gives the furs and leftover meat to the camp. Never takes anything in return.
I don't get it. Sounds like he knows how to take care of himself.
Last week, he was down here hollering about running into a bunch of sentinels on his land. They said they carried away a couple of deer he caught, smashed up his traps, and then... this week, nothing. Samuel's always had a temper, but in this place, these days, you say the wrong thing to the wrong person, well, you know.
Yeah, I know. Say, where are his usual stomping grounds?
He's typically around to the southeast of Garden Mangrove, northeastern part of Gaiaron.
I'll see if I can find him. Thanks. Thanks. Take care of yourself.
Okej. Czyli kochani, no porozmawialiśmy sobie z nimi. Wiemy, że trzeba znaleźć Samuela. Pójdziemy jeszcze do sklepu, zobaczymy. Tutaj coś jeszcze.
Drones? Drones? They're gonna put this thing on drones?
I know. I know.
Porozmawiamy sobie z tą panią
Police are doing
jeszcze.
everything they can to stop it.
And what were we? What were our lives? Part of a test run?
Znajdy. Weźmiemy rozmowę. O, dowiemy się coś ciekawego o tej
How do
pani.
you fit into this whole Skeltech design?
I was the head of the civic engineering department. Guess you could say I resigned over creative differences regarding Titan.
So you had something to do with designing the infrastructure here on Aroa?
Sort of. I build on top of what the New Zealand and US military started. Every culture has to do that. Build on top of existing infrastructure. The older the culture, the more infrastructure is already in place, the harder it is to modernize. That's why Europe is such a mess.
Why not just tear it up and start over?
Once you build something, like roads, you don't want to unbuild them. Plus, Skell wanted to keep all the existing structures in place as a way to preserve the island.
That seems like a pain in the ass.
I don't mind a challenge. That's what makes me so good at what I do.
So I guess your roads are going to be a problem for the next person that comes here to design infrastructure.
I doubt it. By the time my roads need to be reworked, people will be flying around Aroa on jetpacks.
What kind of air traffic do you get on the island?
Before the perimeter of drones made leaving the island impossible, the only people flying in or out were investors or vacationers. To be honest, we've never had much air traffic. Why do you ask?
I saw an airport earlier. We might be able to land a bird in there.
To evacuate people?
Or explore. I'm just spitballing here.
The Aroa airport near Infinity has the big runway. That's where all the international flights come in.
Any smaller airstrips? Somewhere that can land helos.
Try Liberty Airport. We use it for internal jumper flights. If you're snooping around there, just be careful. Sentinel uses both of them, so they're crawling with security.
Okej.
What's with the fancy net there on Erewhon's crater?
Well, it's hardly a net, but yes, it is fancy. It's bleeding-edge, multi-layered camouflage equipment that blocks visibility with surrounding environmental patterns. More importantly, it fools the drones. It's how I keep Erewhon hidden and virtually impossible to find.
So it works the way a chameleon would, blending into the background.
A little more advanced, but yes. The fabric uses a signature management system that disrupts thermal patterns, infrared wavelengths, and radio emissions, so drones can't run their recognition algorithms. It won't fool the human eye. I mean, if somebody was looking at a drone feed, they might notice something weird, but...
Nobody can check thousands of hours of video feed on Aroa.
Right. It makes hiding things from drones pretty easy. They can't respond to what they don't see. It was developed by Skeltech. Luckily, I just so happen to know how to hijack it. Now Erewhon can remain safe for at least a little while.
I like your style, Jericho.
Zobaczmy jeszcze źródło zasilania dronów.
All these drones must use a massive amount of power.
We use more electricity than most third world countries.
So if we pull the plug, we can shut the whole operation down.
There's no plug. The whole island is powered by a diverse, renewable power grid. There are multiple power sources, and no one source powers everything. And all the power sources are renewable. None of them need fuel.
So you built a lethal drone army and gave it unlimited power. No one thought that might be a problem?
Skell insisted our power came from environmentally friendly sources. We have the cleanest power grid on Earth. Also the most expensive. Maybe people like you are the reason Skell had to build his utopia way out here in the middle of nowhere.
How many of these renewable power sources are there?
There's a massive solar panel farm outside Liberty and wind turbines on the west coast. There are also 2 oceanic geothermal plants in the channels between the islands. Those are powered by cold water from Antarctica and warm water from the Pacific.
There must be some kind of battery where they store all the excess power.
Just north of Liberty, there's a dam. Inside are flywheel capacitors. That's where the energy is stored.
Sounds like you built this power grid to be rock solid. I guess it's gonna be impossible to turn the lights off.
Sorry, I built this place to last.
That's the scary thing about this World 2.0 you built. It can't be rebooted. I'll see you around.
Sure, I'll be seeing you.
Looks like that's all we are to these bastards.
No. My life will not be a test run for genocide. I'm gonna demand Schultz calls a meeting the second that cure is in our veins. We need to discuss how to make
Zwiedzać
sense
dalej to,
with
co
the
mamy
pain they've
zwiedzać.
caused.
Right there with you, brother. We'll make them pay
Tutaj coś
tenfold.
mamy jeszcze poznaczonego.
Keep an eye on any stocks from the outcasts.
dwa
When
różne-
you see someone sick, give them a hand. Make sure you do it in a way that's sanitary.
Chcemy zobaczyć. Co tutaj się dzieje. Ognisko. Odpoczniemy na biwaku troszkę. Zrelaksujemy się, przyda nam się to. Zjemy coś. Napijemy się też. Powiem, bardzo fajnie ta gra jest zrobiona. Naprawdę mega fajnie. Przeglądniemy sobie nasz arsenał. Nasze zasoby. taktyki mamy szturmowca. Okej. Dobrze. Rzemiosło. Zebrane zasoby możesz wykorzystywać do wytwarzania przedmiotów wsparcia, sprzętu ofensywnego lub racji żywnościowych. O. Każda receptura wymaga składników z określonej kategorii zasobów. Kliknij recepturę, aby ją wybrać. Okej. Mamy tak. Medycznych. Tu mamy 0, ale tu mamy 4 na przykład. Okej. Mamy maksymalną ilość, czyli spoko. Dobra. Mamy tylko 4 z 5. Okej. Tu mamy sklep. No ale tutaj nas to na razie chyba nie, okej, mamy jakieś tam pieniążki. Możemy coś sobie wybrać fajnego. Coś kupić. Duży odrzut. Stolik maszynowy. Możemy sobie zmienić kamizelkę. Mamy tutaj granaty. Tego nie mamy. Zmienimy sobie kamizelkę. Nie chcę. Okej. Chcę po prostu tylko sobie zobaczyć coś ze sprzętów. Wymienimy sobie ją. Okej, zostało nam 3100. Okej. Lepsze buty sobie zrobimy. Możemy też się ubrać w rękawice. Dobra. To mamy. Okej. Granacik. Akcesoria do broni. Okej. Wychodzimy z tego. Zwijam obóz. Wyruszam teraz.
You ever think we'd end up here?
Okej. Teraz musimy iść pogadać z nimi.
Are you boys all right or what?
We're the only two left in our chalk. No radio, no drones. Between the two of us, we got 2 rifles and 8 mags.
Locals got water here. And some supplies.
Can you believe this place, man? God damn.
Our mind's blown.
Yep.
And they're friendly more or less, but they're still keeping us on a short leash.
You boys know what took out our birds?
Bardzo
No
fajne są
clue.
te przerywniki, sorry, że wam
But there are
przerywam.
definitely hostiles out there.
Tangled with some troops out there who were calling themselves wolves. You know who we're dealing with?
Now you're dealing with me.
You the one in charge here?
Who's asking?
My call sign's Nomad. I'm the officer in charge of this operation.
By operation, I assume you mean the massively wild screw-up.
Hey, old man. You playing nice?
I'm just trying to find out why a bunch of grunts are falling from the sky into our laps, honey.
Well, someone sank a naval cargo ship off the coast. Then the entire archipelago of Aero went dark. Now, we were sent here to figure out what happened. Next thing we know, our choppers were taken down. Almost half of my soldiers are dead.
Best we can tell, there's some kind of military takeover. Sentinel, military contractors, they put this place under martial law, using the old boot-in-the-neck technique to enforce it.
Scaltech is still making all the high-tech stuff they always make. Except maybe now they're making more weapons. Not exactly the libertarian utopia J. Skell advertised.
Where can I find Jay Skill?
The head of Skeltech himself. We haven't seen him, but his drones are keeping an eye on his islands.
So you think he's still a part of this?
We're just not sure why.
All right. Well, I'll put figuring it out on my to-do list. For now, I see our wounded.
Yeah. One of your guys needs to rest, but he won't shut up. Calm him down, yeah? And then come find me. I'll give you the guided tour.
Okej, mamy to. Tablica celów. 15. Dobra. Dobra. Pora stąd pójść, drodzy.
You ready for this fight?
Gdzie my tu mamy iść? My musimy iść niżej. Tam ktoś nam się jeszcze pali. Kochani, to będzie odcinek taki zapoznawczy z bazą.
Oh. Hey. How are you, man?
Nomad. Who's left? Who made it?
Hey, you just relax, pal. I'm doing what I can.
You damn superhero. Here's another superpower.
I can't find Midas. But Weaver... Hey, just relax, pal. We'll take care of it, all right?
And the Wasp.
Yeah. And with the comms blackout, I can't reach the ship. But I'll talk to Mad Shells, the big guy. He might have a boat I can use. Don't you worry. I'll come back with some help.
Go.
Pogadaliśmy z naszym kolegą.
You ever see yourself doing this?
Musimy iść. Jeszcze jedno miejsce mam zaznaczone. Nowa misja z samej góry. Szybnij. Szybnij. Okej. Trzeba teraz jeszcze pójść tam zobaczyć. Nie wiem, czy tędy przejdziemy. Aha. Najpierw będę musiał pójść tam zobaczyć, co tam jest, a później wrócimy do... Poczekaj, samouczek tutaj włączymy tylko. Okej. Dobra, zaraz to okiełznamy. Tylko powiem wam szczerze, że jeszcze nie łapię tej gry do końca, no jestem zafascynowany tą gierką, ale jest po prostu ma zajebiste elementy RPG, zajebisty klimat i gra, która mi się bardzo podoba, naprawdę mi się ona podoba. Karty sojuszników, karty świeżo, które przygotowają. Co to
Our
ma?
mission here has been hard. So many lost. So many suffering. My closest allies. My brothers. Cut down by a man we once trusted.
Czyli ktoś ich zdradził.
But we are ghosts. Alone, we are formidable. Together, we are unstoppable. Others have survived here, and I have found the deadliest. As a team, we will take the fight to our enemies. We will avenge our fallen. Because we are ghosts.
Zajebisty przerywnik. Aż mi ciary po ciele przeszły.
Available at any point after you have reached Erewhon for the first time, Fury, Fix-It, and Vasily can be activated or dismissed at will. And from the beginning, you will be able to fully customize them. This customization includes all of the physical attributes, as well as gear, equipment, or even full costumes. Your teammates can be tweaked just as much as your main character, and they will always follow your own behavior. If you decide to go stealth, they will equip silencers and crouch, or go prone when possible. But if you decide to go loud and open fire, they will stick by your side. When deployed, you can issue different orders to your teammates through the order wheel. There are 4 different orders you can give to your teammates. You can tell them to regroup on your location, to hold their current position, to go to a specific location, and to open fire on nearby enemies. These orders can be given at any time, even through your binoculars and drone. Once they approach potential threats, the teammates will notify you and mark them automatically.
Got a hostile.
With a good look at your enemies, you will be able to set up a sync shot where each of your teammates picks a target. You can even link it to your 3 sync shot drones for a simultaneous 7-target takedown. The teammates have weapons equipped at all times, a versatile assault rifle to accommodate all situations, and a primary weapon that you will be able to fine-tune. Indeed, apart from mark upgrades and passive bonuses, the full gunsmith is accessible to your teammates, and their weapon of choice will have a direct effect on the battleground. Depending on the type of weapon they have equipped, the teammates will adapt their engagement distance and rate of fire, from close-distance shotgun wielding all the way to long-distance sniper shots. Of course, if you get taken down, your teammates' priority will be to try and rescue you. To achieve that, they will first focus their fire on the surrounding enemies before getting to you. And they will expect the same from you, especially as you will be able to carry them to safety if the situation requires it. We'll see you on the battlefield, Ghosts.
Kurwa, no po prostu to jest mega, nie? Ja pierdzielę. Użyj tego przyciska, by włączyć członków drużyny. Jeśli postanowisz zrobić to teraz, będą czekali na Ciebie przy wejściu do Aero. Po włączeniu możesz oddzielić aktywność i odezaktywować poszczególnych żołnierzy. No to nie, że tak zrobimy. Aktywujemy. Mamy ich. No i super. Dobra. Okej. Chodzimy z tym na ekranie. Nie robimy rzut, ale najpierw musimy jeszcze z kimś pogadać. Jednym. Zajdziemy tutaj. Zmieniliśmy, tak.
Keep an eye on any stocks from the outcasts. If you see someone sick, give them a hand, but make sure you do it in a way that's sanitary.
Tędy nie wyjdziemy. No, będziemy musieli iść w tą stronę.
Hi. No need to be afraid. It's a hell of a rig you got there.
Yeah, she's a beaut, ain't she?
This is just a little maintenance work. But yeah, we managed to set up a system of hydropower with parts printed by the 3D lab.
But you printed the parts?
Pretty wild, huh? You should see the stuff Startup was putting together.
Hell, they could print much larger designs. Complex machinery, working parts, those kind of things.
Really?
This tech was invented to make the world accessible to everyone. When Sentinel took over the island, they started printing parts for their deadly drones. It ain't right.
Again with this? Look, we already know how you feel.
When I saw what they were doing with the program, I left and joined up with the Homesteaders. But hey, if you're interested, why not check out the Startup?
Yeah, where's that at?
It's called polymorph modeling. It's down in the southeastern part of Smuggler Coves, west of the swamp.
Thanks for having my back.
Okay. No, jakieś pomidorki ładne. Coś tu się też je. Chyba wiele nie powiedzą.
Sir, good to hear your voice.
I've seen the reports of your activity on Aroa. Good work. Conspiracy is degraded. But FSB has told us that Stone has aligned himself with a group of Russian ultra-nationalists. They have a stockpile of chemical weapons. We believe they intend to use the drone technology to conduct a coordinated terrorist attack against the U.S. Millions of American lives could be at stake. You're going to have to dismantle this new organization by eliminating their top leadership. Stone is the highest priority. An updated target deck with the HVTs. This comes all the way from the top, my friend. But with Congress and all eyes on us, we can't send support.
Copy all, sir. I won't let you down.
We're counting on you, Nomad. Good luck.
Kurde, jak ta gra ma mega dużo mega dużo elementów takich zajebistych, takich naprawdę dużo informacji przekazywanych. Zobacz cele. Okej. Czekajcie, jeszcze tutaj jesteśmy.
You ever see yourself doing this?
Musimy sobie stąd wyjść gdzieś. Okej, jesteśmy do wyjścia. Będziemy robić dobrą robotę zaraz. Nie wiem, czy nie skończymy po prostu na tym odcinku, bo tu się bardzo dużo działo. Mega dużo się tutaj działo. Dużo właśnie porozmawiali. Dowiedzieliśmy się mega fajnych informacji, jeśli chodzi o tą grę. Po prostu wychodzimy w tym momencie na zewnątrz. Parametry wrażeń z rozgrywki. Otwórz stronę parametrów wrażeń z rozgrywki, by dostosować i porozmawiać ustawienia gry. Tak. Okej. Poziom sprzętu włączony. Po szkoleniu pełny, standardowe z przewodnikiem. Ok, no i dobra. Mamy to. Dobra. Mamy naszą drużynę, która jest z nami. Normalnie można śmigłem lecieć, no to nie zapomnę wam szczerze. Co my tutaj mamy? Mamy mapę, ok. Gdzie musimy się udać najpierw? 6 km i teraz tak, czy polecimy z ekipą jako kierowca? tu gości. Mamy auto. Spokojnie. Potrzebne już strzelałem.
Enemy over there.
Chopper's out of range. We're good.
Tu tam mamy. No to zaznaczani pewnie oni. Okej, mamy ich. Okej. Mamy go. Musimy... Weź amunicję. Mamy pełną. Amo jesteśmy pełni, jeśli chodzi o amo. Nie potrzebujemy tego. Tutaj skrzynki nie mam żadnej. Najpierw idziemy zrobić do swoich.
I need you at my location.
Copy that. We'll come to you.
Careful. There's an aerial drone. Got a hostile.
Can't let this continue.
Clean kill, Ghost.
Wow, ale pięknie broni co lecimy. Dokłócenie mamy jakieś.
Got an enemy chopper overhead. Be careful.
Bad guy spotted.
Nie było mnie zabijać, okej. Dobra, wrócimy do tego. Wyścig, dobra. Wrócimy do tego gościa. Chodźcie powoli, chłopaki. Wszystko. No i 600 metrów jeszcze. Wodę. Mam pełno. Playera mamy. Mamy ich 3.
Get some.
Rog, here it comes. Take it 9. Enemy commander down. Guys are coming. Way to get it done! Fuck! It's go time!
All right, asshole. I'm gonna ask this once and only once. Where's Walker?
I swear! I said everything I know!
Hostile identified. Over there.
Hold.
Enemy is on alert. Stay quiet. Copy. We'll stay put.
Oddalamy się do tego miejsca. Dobra, idziemy do tamtej tej tylko i na dzisiaj będziemy kończyli. Zobaczmy, co nam samouczek da. Okej. Okej. Powiem wam, że jeszcze mi ciężko tę grę ogarnąć.
Return on target.
Rally on my position.
Got it, we're coming.
Fuck is that?
Hostile in sight. There. Got a hostile. Lay it down some fire. Excellent work.
Dobra, załatwiliśmy helikopter. Wytarliśmy go, ale idziemy najpierw tutaj zobaczyć, gdzie jest. Będziemy tutaj na tym etapie.
Making progress, the Sentinel has more than enough to keep them busy. They're not gonna bother us.
Można gier to wymiata, nie? Trzeba tak na wszystko uważać. Daliśmy do gościa.
Who are you?
The name's Samuel.
O, znaliśmy
You
Samuela.
with the homesteaders?
Not exactly, but we're friendly. What are you doing out here?
Hunting, mostly.
Providing meat for the camp?
People need things. You know, for a killer, you can't sneak for shit. I'd have had you strung up from one of these trees in 10 seconds if I'd half a mind to.
Must have put on the wrong boots this morning. Listen, I hear you've been having a sentinel problem.
You heard right. I need to get these traps set. But if we set off one of their alarms, well, we're dead and there ain't no coming back from that. If you can take 'em out, nice and quiet like, and I can set my traps. Meet you up by my cabin when we're finished. It's in sinking country. South of Mossy Pond, west of Howard Port. Sound good?
Yeah, sure does.
Watch the drone overhead.
Okej, kochani, na tym etapie zakończymy dzisiejszą gierkę. Dzisiejszy odcinek. Mam nadzieję, że wam się seria podoba. Mi się gra ogólnie bardzo podoba. Ale jest jeszcze dla mnie trudna, zaskakująca, nie mogę jej okiełznać, także jak to oglądacie, jeżeli to graliście, macie jakieś podpowiedzi, serdecznie zapraszam, żebyście mi wysłali coś w komentarzu. Jeżeli wam się podoba ta seria ogólnie, to chętnie zobaczę jakąś łapkę w górę bądź nowego subskrybenta. Ale mówię, no głównie mi chodzi o to, jeżeli ktoś mocno grywał tę grę, żeby mi podpowiedział, co źle robię, jak powinienem postępować dalej, no bo mówię, no gra jest ciężka do okiełznania, a chciałbym, żeby po prostu to dobrze poszło. Także trzymajcie się, kochani, i do zobaczenia w następnym odcinku.